What's going on, everybody? Josh here. I want to thank y'all for watching this video, guys. It's going to be on how to look for your supports and your resistance levels. What are they, right? If you're new to trading on any type of level, crypto, forex, futures, stocks, commodities, supports and resistances are going to be on all of those platforms, right? So I'm gonna lower my face so you can't see me, and we're gonna get straight to it. I'm actually gonna make my face small. I'm not gonna completely put me out the picture. All right, guys. So what is a support and what is a resistance? This is it right here. You have an uptrend. Once it stops and falls, that's going to be a resistance, and vice versa. If the price falls and it bounces off of a specific number, that is going to be our support. It's super simple. Now let's take that into an actual chart. So this chart here is the Nasdaq. This is a live chart. It is still trading the New York session. It's actually lunchtime, so it's going to be slow. All right. So typically, I personally don't do supports and resistances on a daily candle frame because that's not how I trade. I'm a scalper, so I look for quick, fast in and out. But let's just look so we can see, right? The low of the day right here at 20,694, which is this red line. It's the low of the day. Coincides with our low of the days over here, which are from the month of November. You see this red line is today's low. And look right here, guys. So we know that this is a support level, as well as the very, very bottom of this candle and the very bottom of this candle. This is a support level, as well as if it does go below it, because prices will break below, anything below it is going to be a resistance. See here, this candle, this day candle, bounced off and fell back down. So this price level was a resistance until it broke it and became a support. All right, and then it became a resistance again. But then on this day right here, it broke this price and became a support. See how it came, hit it, boom, 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 and then it just went up. It fell back down. It's fallen. It hit it today, so it's still a known good support until it turns into a resistance. And you got to keep that in mind. What was a support, when it breaks through, when there's more volume and more volatility, and they push the price below that known good support, it now becomes a known good resistance. And vice versa. What was a resistance, when the price can't push past it, once it pushes past it, it now becomes a support level. Alright, so let's go to the 1 minute candles. This is what I trade on personally. Alright, so perfect, prime example right here where we're at right now. This is a support, this is a resistance level, because you can see the price tried to break it, it couldn't break it, resistance. Price tried to break it, couldn't break it, it's a resistance. This candle right here, price tried to break it, fell, it's still a resistance. Now let's see perfectly right here if it's still a resistance, or does it become a support now. This is a perfect example. This couldn't happen at a better time, guys. We're going to live look. This is the live Nasdaq, whether this is still a resistance or not. Alright, so far it broke it. Now it's trying to become a support, right? It isn't a support yet. These are the 1 minute candles, so everything happens kind of quick on the 1 minute. It could stabilize and fall back down. So if this 1 minute candle and the next 1 minute candle close above this line that I drew right here, this resistance line, now we're going to know it's a support level. And you can actually confirm it by going to, say, a 5 minute candle. And once you have a couple 5 minute candles that close above a known good resistance, or vice versa, a known good support, the 5 minutes are a pretty good determination that it's a true break of the support or a true break of the resistance. So, what I like to do on the 1 minute candles, even though this green 1 minute candle closed above this resistance line, I always wait for a good secondary candle because, like I said, this is the 1 minute, and it's always good to have at least one or two candles closing above a resistance for me to know, okay, cool, it's going to be a pretty decent support level. So let's see how this plays out, guys. Once again, if you're watching the video, man, I appreciate it. Please hit that like and subscribe button. It helps the algorithms, and I appreciate it very, very, very much, guys. All right, so far, the price of the NQ of the Nasdaq is holding above the specific level of 20,865. We can see here it was resistance. It fell. It tried to break it again. It still held it as a resistance. This candle here, it broke it just a little bit, right? You can see the candle wick closed a little bit above it, but still was a resistance. And now we're 1 candle, 2 candle, 3 candles above this price. So now I'm pretty satisfied that this is going to be a new support candle. Now let's go back and look at some other instances, right? All right, so we look at that same price. Look, I can drag this line. Resistance, resistance, resistance. It's still held here, even though we did get a clean break above it with 1 candle. Let's see, 1 candle, 2 candle. It still technically held it as a resistance because it couldn't sustain the price, so it fell back down. You can see here the price almost got to it, but didn't quite get to it. So that was still a fairly good resistance. Let's keep drawing it. Up until about this point right now, it's been a resistance. So let's keep drawing it. All right, guys, look at here. Now, that same price that we're working on currently in the now, right? Because the Nasdaq's still trading. It's still in the now. Earlier in the day, it was a support level. Look here. Perfect example of a support. The price falls to a specific number, right? That number being 20,865, because that's our key drawing right there. It fell, it bounced off of it as a support. It fell to it, bounced off as a support. This candle here, this red 1 minute candle, fell, hit it, support. Another candle here, support. And it couldn't touch it for quite a few minutes. Fell back to it. Look at that perfect support level, guys. That's what a perfect support line is. And then if we keep going, look at it again right here. Fell to it, couldn't quite touch it. Support, support, until it was not a support. And then once it became not a support, it's a resistance, guys. This is great examples because this is live. This is today. This is January the 13th on the Nasdaq futures, guys. Look here. It tried to get to it, but guess what? What was a support is now a resistance. Couldn't quite get to it. Couldn't quite get to it. Guess what? It got to it, but couldn't sustain the price level, so therefore it was still a resistance, guys. I hope y'all got a little bit of information out of this video. If you have any questions, man, you could shoot me a comment. You could hit me up on Facebook. This is my actual name, Joshua Delbasti. So if you go hit me up on Facebook, man, I get back to everybody as soon as I can. That's about it for this video, man. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Please hit that like and subscribe button again, guys. It helps the algorithms out, and I appreciate y'all watching the video. Y'all have a great day, and I'll check y'all later, guys. Peace.